in support of Australia's migration strategy, which is all set for a major overhaul this year. The Australian Immigration Department has proposed a discussion paper around the revision of the current point system. They are seeking a reform and recalibration of the point test, which they feel currently is ineffective in addressing the labor shortages and ensuring that the right people with the right skill set get a fair opportunity to migrate to Australia. Now, considering that about two-thirds of the migration the Australian government gets points test, it is critical to ensure that the point test is current and in sync with the labor market demand and absolutely overhauled to ensure that people with the brightest talent are not deprived of the opportunity to migrate to Australia. Now, considering that Australia's current point system is rather redundant, since it's been pretty old and it probably does not align well with the current needs, the Australian immigration is looking at revamping the point test, bringing in a new point test so that the applicants can be in a better position to avail Australia's skilled migration. Now, just to give you a little example about what they mean to say, Australia Immigration Department has come up with a white paper discussion in which they have emphasized that they need a growth in the skilled workers over the next decades. That is, in the next 10 years, they need skilled workers badly. But the current point system is not positioned well enough to be able to facilitate migration for the deserving candidates. Now, for example, Australia has introduced the point system since the year 1979, which is way back. Now, there have been some major changes to the point system in the year 2012, but now we are sitting in 2024, so the system is almost 12 years old. With a rapidly changing world, 12 years can make a particular need obsolete in the current times. For example, within the Australian point system, you must have noticed that a person who is aged 39 is getting 25 points. But as soon as the person is a year older, that is 40 years old, there's a sharp reduction in the points to just 15 points. Unlike Canada's age factor criteria, Australia seems to drastically cut down on points as the person's age increases. They are looking at fixing this problem. Another example of the area where they can revamp the point system is the partner skills. Now, for a partner, an applicant is able to score only up to 10 points, which the Australian immigration authorities feel is not enough. If the partner is able to score higher points, the probability of a couple thriving in Australia are far better. Now, another factor they are considering is that according to the current point system, those who have more number of years of experience get more points. For example, if you have 8 years of work experience, you get 15 points. However, applicants with lesser experience tend to be in a disadvantage, which Australian immigration authorities feel is quite not fair. There are some applicants who may be having shorter duration of work experience, but their work experience may be quality experience and very essential to the skills required in the Australian industries. Therefore, a revamp of the point system around work experience should also be considered. Now, another area where there is a dissatisfaction with regards to the point system is the qualification. If you look at the point system for Australia, for a bachelor's degree, you get 15 points. For a master's degree, you get no additional points. And for a PhD, which is a far higher qualification than a bachelor's degree, you only get 20 points. So that is another area where they need to fix the point system to make sure that enough points or probably more points are allocated to applicants with higher and better qualifications. Lastly, the Australian Immigration Department has recently opened up the submissions for recommendations around the point system. You can always visit their website and give your feedback on what you think should be the changes made to the point system, and in due course of time, in few months to follow, probably by the mid of this year or towards the end of this year, we hope that the Australian Immigration Department would consolidate its revised point system and give us a better point system for more applicants to be eligible for temporary and permanent skilled migration. That'll be it for today. If you have any questions, please feel free to write into us on caanwings@gmail.com, or feel free to call us on a helpline, that is 78498 78498.